Imagine being thirsty in a world where every water source could be a risk. Without clean water, survival could fall apart very quickly. But finding water was not the same as finding safe water. Some water could help you live. Some water could make things worse. Thirst pushed ancient humans to take risks, but not every risk was worth it. Flowing water may have looked safer than still, dirty pools. Nature may have offered clues about where better water could be found. Rain could also become a valuable source of fresh water. Sometimes, cleaner water meant a longer and harder journey. So how did ancient humans find clean water without modern tools? Thirst was not just uncomfortable. It could weaken the body fast. To find water, ancient humans had to read the land carefully. Green plants could be a clue that water was hiding nearby. Animal tracks may have pointed toward places where water still remained. Animals needed water too, so their movements could reveal hidden sources. Moving water may have seemed safer than still water, especially when it looked clear. Still water could hide dirt, sickness, and danger that the eyes could not always see. Choosing where to drink may have been a life-saving decision. A spring from rocks may have looked precious because the water came from below the ground. Finding water was only the first step. The next challenge was collecting it. Sometimes, the simplest tool was the human hand. But even then, caution mattered. Cupped hands could collect water, but only for a moment. Large leaves may have worked like temporary cups when nothing else was available. Natural rock pools could hold rainwater, but they still had to be judged carefully. Nature offered containers, but they were small, fragile, and never perfect. Carrying water was difficult, so living near a source could be a huge advantage. Rain gave fresh water from the sky, but it did not arrive when humans wanted it. Even small droplets on leaves could matter when thirst became desperate. Rivers were not just water sources, they were paths through the landscape. But collecting water was not enough. They still had to decide if it was safe to drink. Clear water could look safe, but looks were not always enough. Bad smells, mud, and rotting plants may have warned them to stay away. Water near dead animals or too many tracks could mean trouble. If one part looked dirty, they may have searched farther upstream. Flowing water through rocks may have seemed like a better choice. Letting muddy water sit could help dirt settle, but it did not make water perfect. Painful mistakes became lessons the group could not afford to forget. A dangerous water source could become a place they avoided in the future. Animal behavior could offer clues, but it was never a perfect guarantee. The safest water was often the water they understood best. Rain may have felt like the cleanest gift from the sky. When rain came, they had to collect it before it disappeared. Dripping caves could hide small but valuable water sources. In desperate moments, even morning dew could matter. A spring from rock may have looked safer because the water came from the ground. Sometimes water was not on the surface. It had to be found beneath it. A river could be full one season and nearly gone the next. When water moved, people often had to move with it. Living near water made survival easier, but it also brought new risks. Water attracted life, and not all of that life was safe. Water was life, but it also attracted animals, predators, and danger. Getting water safely sometimes meant waiting, watching, and choosing the right moment. Wet places could bring insects, irritation, and other problems they did not fully understand. Even reaching water could be dangerous when the ground was slippery or unstable. After heavy rain, a helpful river could quickly become too dangerous to approach. Safe water places had to be remembered, because forgetting could cost the group. Children learned which water to trust by watching the choices of older survivors. A good water source could shape where a group rested, traveled, and survived. When water disappeared, staying in one place could become impossible. Clean water was never guaranteed. Survival depended on observation, memory, and movement. They could not see germs, but they could still notice warning signs. Once humans had fire, Heating water may have made some dangers smaller. Hot stones may have helped them warm water when containers could not sit directly on fire. Waiting could remove visible dirt, but it could not solve every hidden danger. Simple materials could remove debris, even if they did not make water perfectly safe. The best water knowledge lived in memory and was passed to the next generation. Seasons changed everything. A safe source today might be gone months later. Moving before water disappeared could mean the difference between survival and collapse. Water shaped where ancient humans walked, rested, hunted, gathered, and survived. Finding clean water was never simple. It was a daily test of attention, patience, and memory. So how did ancient humans find clean water? They watched nature, followed clues, and avoided obvious danger. They had no pipes, filters, or bottles. Their best tools were attention and experience. Every safe water source became a lesson the group needed to remember. Clean water shaped where they lived, where they moved, and how long they could survive. Long before modern water systems, survival depended on reading the land and respecting every drop.